Have you ever wondered why you can't stop replaying that last argument in your head? Or why an unanswered message feels heavier than it should? Almost like a physical weight? It's not because you're still in love. It's because your brain hates unfinished things. Right now, you're not reacting emotionally. You're reacting to a psychological glitch in your mind. And some people know exactly how to trigger it and keep you stuck inside it. At first, it feels normal, just a conversation that flows naturally without effort or tension. But then something changes. Replies slow down, and silence starts to feel louder than words. You see them typing, then stopping, and your brain starts filling in the blanks. You replay everything, searching for meaning, trying to understand what shifted between you. Without realizing it, you're no longer relaxed. You're waiting for something unfinished. The silence isn't neutral anymore. It starts to feel like something you need to solve. Half-finished conversations stay in your mind, looping quietly in the background. You keep checking, even when you know nothing new has happened yet. They appear, then disappear again, leaving you stuck in between clarity and confusion. And that in-between space is exactly where the attachment starts forming. This is called the Zeigarnik Effect, your brain's obsession with unfinished tasks and tension. Your mind doesn't prioritize what's peaceful. It prioritizes what feels incomplete. Finished experiences fade away, but unfinished ones stay active inside your awareness because your brain treats them like open loops, problems that still need resolution. And until that loop closes, your attention keeps getting pulled back automatically. It creates a mental itch, something uncomfortable that you feel driven to fix, not because it's meaningful, but because it's incomplete. Your brain keeps asking, what happened? What did I miss? What went wrong? And the less clarity you have, the stronger that mental pull becomes. This is why vague endings feel worse than clear rejection, because clarity closes the loop, but silence leaves it open, and an open loop keeps your mind running, even when nothing is happening. You're not chasing the person. You're chasing the closure they never gave you. That's why your thoughts keep circling, trying to complete something unfinished. And over time, your brain starts linking that person to the need for resolution. They become less of a person and more of a question you need answered. A question that never fully resolves, keeps you emotionally invested. Then something else happens. They come back briefly, just enough to restart the loop. That small interaction feels powerful because it reactivates the unfinished tension. Your brain spikes with relief, followed by another drop into uncertainty. That up and down pattern creates a dopamine cycle, similar to addiction. You begin associating them with emotional highs and unresolved lows. And that contrast makes the connection feel deeper than it actually is. But in reality, you're responding to a loop, not a real bond. And the silence is what keeps that loop alive. Over time, it starts affecting your focus, your sleep, and your emotional stability. You become more present in your thoughts than in your actual life. Small signals begin to control your mood more than real experiences. You start shrinking your own needs just to maintain the possibility of connection. You chase moments that feel real, even when they disappear immediately. Your identity starts splitting between who you are and who you think they want. You question yourself more, instead of questioning the pattern, even when it hurts. The loop feels harder to leave than to stay in, because leaving means accepting that the story may never be finished. And your brain resists that, because it hates incomplete endings. So instead, you stay, hoping for one more message, one more moment. But each moment just resets the loop again, until one day, you begin to notice the pattern itself. You see the repetition, the silence, the emotional spikes, and for the first time, you stop reacting and start observing. That awareness is where control begins, not by fixing them, but by understanding the loop. You don't need closure from them. You need to close the loop yourself by choosing to stop engaging, even when your mind wants to continue, by sitting with the discomfort instead of trying to escape it. Because that discomfort is temporary, but the loop only survives through attention. The less you feed it, the weaker it becomes. You begin to create boundaries, not against them, but for your own clarity. And slowly, the emotional intensity starts fading. Not because they changed, but because your brain stopped chasing completion. You realize the loop was never about them. It was about your mind needing closure. And once you understand that, the pull loses its power. You can see the pattern without being controlled by it. And for the first time, you move forward without needing an ending. Now ask yourself, what in your life still feels unfinished right now? What are you replaying? Not because it matters, but because it never resolved? And how much of your attention is being pulled by something incomplete? The moment you see the loop, you're no longer inside it. And that awareness is where your control begins. Not by chasing answers, but by choosing where your focus goes. Because what you stop feeding eventually disappears. If this helped you understand your mind better, consider subscribing for more clarity like this.